And hello there everyone, AnthWolf here, streaming some even more Final Fantasy XIV, if I can even say the words correctly. Yes, we're going to be streaming more Final Fantasy XIV and later on exporting this video over to YouTube for anyone who wants to watch it there later on. Now, as I mentioned both on Twitter and earlier on in the stream, we were having technical difficulties. Square Enix did mention a few times that the EU data center had went down, and so the last stream was only about 40 minutes long, unfortunately, due to what transpired there. But we are recording here. It's fairly late in the evening. It's actually 10:30, which is normally not the time I would start a stream, but we're going to stream for maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and continue with some of the main storyline. Really because I would like to get through and meet the other grand company here in Gridania. So, let us continue. I was streaming just before there. I was playing a little Dead by Daylight, just to break up the monotony. Had a rather quiet day, actually, which is why I was hoping to sink more time into this game, but you know, we can't help if the data center decides to have a massive power outage, or that's what they claimed it to be. But we'll continue our time here with Leonhard, our gladiator. So we need to meet the leader of the Yellow Serpents, I believe it was, here in Gridania. And I'm sure we'd already spoken to the Serpent Honor Guard here just after getting off the airship. Nope, seems everything's running a bit. Frames per second has dropped quite a bit there. Let me just give it a second. See if it settles itself down. No, it looks like it's lagging there. 2 seconds. I'm just going to restart my Twitch page. See if it's on my side. We are indeed the Eldarin Envoy. Identify ourselves with the Conjurer and Nofika's Altar. Oh, we went the wrong way. Here we are. Yeah, the airship landing is also the Adventurers Guild here, which is convenient. Right. Get ourselves up to the Aetheryte again. We might as well bind ourselves to the Archers Guild Aetheryte Shard. Yeah, it looks like they rolled back the server a tiny amount with what happened with the EU data center. Because we had definitely, I'm sure we had bound ourselves to the main Aetheryte there. And I think we were on our way to the Archers Guild when we had the server disconnection. Okay, so Gridania is made up of 2 areas. We have New and Old Gridania. Obviously, we do need to go into the Old sector. But we do have the Adder's Nest, which is the equivalent of the Hall of Flames over in Uldar. And there's plenty of quests we could pick up. We could become a lancer, an archer. I think you've got a leather worker and maybe the carpenter here as well. So there's even more classes we could pick up, but we'll leave them for now in case we ever decide we want to roll another class. And then we can grind these missions. So this is their kind of market district. Do we need to repair any of our gear? Nope, our gear is fully repaired. Good. So we'll have a quick run up. Bind ourselves to the Lancers Guild and then come back down this way. Okay, 2 more Aetherites. We have 1 at the Botanist's Guild, and then we have 1 down at the Conjurer's Guild. And hopefully that'll be all of them. And then we'll head over to... I keep forgetting her name. We'll be meeting her in a moment. The Botanist Guild's right here, but the Aethernet Shard is all the way across this way. Could have placed it a bit nearer. You've attuned yourself to all the Aethernet Shards in Gridania. The Blue Badger Gate, Yellow Serpent Gate, and Airship Landing are now accessible. Right, hand over the missive to the Silent Conjurer. The letter addressed to the Gridanian Elder Seed Seer, Kane Senna.
So you are the Uldan envoy. On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome. Please. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Khan-e Senna, Elder Seedseer of Gridania, and leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's grand company. I understand you bear a message from the Flame General.
What do we know of the conflict with the Empire? We've heard about Magitech before. From that Nero individual from the cutscene earlier. Each nation has its own primal problem. It seems that the Elder Seedseer is behind the memorial and maybe the regathering of the Alliance. Oh, there we go. Mission complete. We got a wind-up airship for our trouble. You now may make use of the airship route connecting the three nations. Before you may board an airship, you must pay the requisite fare in Gil. We gain a new achievement, Out of Uldar. I mean, we could use our teleportation to go from each major city as well. It's going to cost us 462, 618 gil each. Call of the Sea. The Serpent Officer has information that may be of interest to you. I did also deliver a message to the Admiral. We didn't meet Betaron, but we know he's the equivalent of Momodi for players who start over in Limsa Lominsa. Hello there. I have not been over to the Golden Saucer yet with this character. Not yet, at least. I think there's an event you get over in Uldar that tells you to go over there. So we need to go back over to Limsa Lominsa. Okay. Back over to the airship landing we go. I don't think it's too far away where we'll be able to go over to the Golden Saucer. I think it is a quest that tells you can go there. It's not too far off if I remember correctly, but it's been a while. Right. Airship ticket here. Passage to Limsa Lominsa. Yeah, I noticed that. Here in the major cities, you're saying there's a yearly bonus event going on. I could go over there with my main character, but if it's still going on when we get to that point with this character, we'll go check it out. I like that they have regular events going on. You got the Christmas event, the Valentine's event, and such things like that. Keeps things interesting. I think we're getting close to the point where we actually may be able to get into our first dungeons as well. That's not too far off, I believe, for one reason or another. Right. To the Drowning Wrench we go. He has a job for us. Ain't a job for the faint of heart. Beauty is only scalp deep. Now... and rising to the challenge. Do we want to do them now, or do we want to do this first? Decisions. We'll come back and do these later, I believe. We'll do it that way. Betaron, the proprietor of the Drowned Wench, has a need of a capable adventurer. It's probably pirates. Suspicious-looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of Sastasha Sea Grot. So I'm gonna head up to north of Aleport to find out what they're up to. Yeah, those plus marks. I think one of them is the aspestician, so if you want to change your hairstyle. The other one might be for the mentoring, I can't recall. But we'll be back here. An unfamiliar vessel. Okay, so heading down to the lower docks, I think we can take a ferry over to Aleport. Yeah, we'll be back here. We'll have a talk with those two before we head off to one of the other major cities. Get myself turned around again. Aha. So, we can get to the Fisherman's Guild. Okay, get the Aleport, go north from there. Now we can also go to Costa del Sol. Or the Mist. The Mist, I think, is their residential area. We haven't been there yet. But no problem. 40 gil, that's reasonably cheap. Hey! Experience for unlocking the map. See, there's plenty of quests around here. Well, we would normally be doing these if we started here at Limsa Lominsa. Any of them of interest? We have the levy quests here at Aleport. So they'll be from level 15 to level 19. Couple of fates we could do, but we'll just push on for the moment. So we need to go up to the Hall of the Novice, which is ran by the Adventurers Guild here in La Nosa. And now we're heading up to Sastasha to find out what's going on there. Yeah, that's true. Level 20s could do them as well. Just less experience. Of course. We shall need companions. Okay, so we could speak to the Smith and probably the Master of Shields, but we'll just throw ourselves into the deep end and see how being a gladiator goes. The ship that's been slipping around the Isles of Umbra. Poke around in the caves, find out exactly who we're dealing with. Seems pretty straightforward. Use the duty finder to enter Sastasha. Hey, our first dungeon. Instant raids are party-based content which take place in closed environments such as dungeons. The term instant refers to the fact that these areas are reserved for single groups of adventurers, players. To add to the challenge, instant raids have numerous requirements such as time limits, level restrictions, and limitations of changing classes or jobs while within. Right, what level are we meant to be doing? Ooh, we haven't even done the duty roulette of the guild hests just yet. Well, we haven't because there's been server issues, of course. Level 15. So we're going to be synced to level 18. After a period of relative silence following the calamity, the Serpent Reavers have once again taken to terrorizing the inland hamlets of La Nocia, killing the men, kidnapping the women and children, plundering the storehouses, and burning what little they leave behind. For years it was not known how the pirates were able to raid areas so far from the coast, until a local shepherd sighted a band of painted ruffians entering the Sastasha sea grot, carrying large quantities of sacks and crates. Could it be that there is more to the cave than meets the eye? Well, let's find out. Thankfully, as a tank, we shouldn't have to wait too long to actually find a party. Our gear's in fairly good order. As long as we have a decent healer, we should do alright. Yeah, I say my main's a healer, so I prefer playing as a healer. It's less stressful for these kind of dungeons. Later on, the higher end content can be a bit of a chew on. But yeah, tanks and healers definitely have the fastest queue times. But I'm probably not going to be very good as a tank, which is why it was suggested I play one for the streaming and let's play of this game. We'll see how it goes, and if it goes horribly wrong a few times, then we'll consider other options. I say, in the cutscene with the Gallians, obviously we did see Nero with a gunblade. I would still love a class that wields one, but unless it gets added in later, it's not gonna happen. But you know, we can keep hoping. Okay, just waiting for the last DPS. I don't think this dungeon's too bad. I think as a healer, there's a couple of points of stress if the tank was to overpull. But since I'm the tank, then that shouldn't happen. Yeah. As a gladiator, I think I'll double flash just to be safe. And hopefully the DPS focus my target. We shall see. Okay. Let's get ourselves underway. Hello again, Serenity. Welcome to the stream. Since we're here, we might as well use a bit of food. And we can read this bloody memo. The captain likes his cabbage green. That'll be important for later. Ooh, the Conjurer's close to they're claiming aggro there. Yeah, I think double flashing is definitely on the cards. Oh, we can't provoke. Bloody hell. Oh, we could provoke. I was pressing the wrong button. That also does not help. Oh, bloody hell. Wasn't paying attention. Got ourselves paralysed. Conjurer's doing a good job keeping us alive. I mean, these Shade Shikas don't do a great deal of damage. But for the other pulls as well. Right. Captain likes his cabbage green. Loot rules. Is that any good for us? That's actually really good for us. Awesome. Okay, first boss. Captain Madison. Anything of interest? A bow. We'll pass on that. Don't think anyone can use it in our party, but someone will make use of it. Now there are like side passages, which I think have like a few chests. You don't need to do them, of course. Oh, we leveled up there. Get the captain's quarters key. Hey, we got the Rage of Helone ability. Awesome. We can't use it right now though, because we've been level synced, but you know. Get a battle chocobo? Yeah, I probably will. I never used to do that for ages. Oh, you're keen. You're very keen. Yeah, I'll probably start leveling on my chocobo when I can finally get one. I think, do you get that quest in Gridania? I think it is. Not sure where it starts. Right, here's the next mini-boss. I think it's Captain Madison once again. Indeed. With friends. You get it once your normal chocobo when you get introduced to the Grand Companies. Oh, okay. Leather belt. Bloody hell. Our conjurer is feeling very brave. Yeah, this is the pull that can get you killed if the tank's feeling a bit saucy. You can like pull a much more the room. You made a Lalafell for the first time? I actually have. I like Lalafell. I think a lot of the NPCs you encounter have sticks up their ass, of course. But I think, like, Lalafell tanks especially are hilarious. So there's a lot of mobs we didn't pull there, a few chests we probably could have went to go grab, but here's the final boss. Nice straightforward dungeon run. Then the Orca Tooth. There's a mechanic here. Every so often the water surface will begin to bubble. It doesn't seem like anyone seems to care. Oh, there you go. But we could get some company. There we go. Ooh. And he evaporated. Much like that mage we encountered over the clutch. Our conjurer did do a bit of DPS there, but they kept us alive, and that's the important thing. Some boots. We'll pass on them. Yeah, we gained a player commendation. Yeah, that was more intense than playing as like a DPS or a healer, most definitely. There's a lot more things to be aware of. And I keep checking over to see if anything's happening on the stream chat as well, so it's like pulling my attention. But no, that didn't go too badly. We survived, we didn't die. Well, in all, a successful first dungeon, and while we're on our way back, we may as well do the duty roulette. Get the bonus experience and gil. So let's see, level 26. So we got the Rage of Halone, so we need to probably switch them around. Level 32 will learn Reprisal. Level 40 on Enhanced Vitality. So really it's level 30 now for Shield Swipe, which is probably a skill we'll learn from the Gladiator skill, since it's a level 30 similar to Shield Lob. Delivers an attack, can only be executed immediately after blocking an attack, and it gives them pacification. Okay. Back over to Limsa Lominsa. And over to the Aft Castle. Yeah, I was awfully tempted to make a LFL for this stream. I actually have one saved. I just didn't in the end. I think part of the reason was because I actually managed to get the name Leonhardt. Squall Leonhardt was of course taken. I still like Squall. And I did get as a veteran subscriber, which everyone probably has by now. I do have the Squall Leonhardt armor set, which I may end up using as a bit of fashion. Now, should we wait? We probably should wait for the duty roulette to pop first before we speak to Betaron once again. So what class have you decided to play as, Serenity, for your Lalafell? What starting city are you going to be at? Yeah, we could have talked in the Betaron while we were waiting. Mind, it is late in the evening, so I guess not many people are doing the guild test. The guild tests and the duty roulette this late. We are first in line now, so hopefully a healer and 2 DPS are up for it. You're a Thaumaturge. A Lalafell Thaumaturge. Should be fun. Okay, let's see what guild heist we have. Ah, this one again. Enemy strongholds guild heist. Get over here. Okay. Just the Gigantatoad left. Happy days. Hey, days there leveled up. Hey, leaving a good impression, tier 1. Receive 10 player commendations. Hey, we've gained a title. The Heart of the Party. Is that the only title we have right now? Probably. Yeah. Another group of adventurers who are going to take on Sastasha. Is that a lance or a candlestick? Oh, well, at least they're not upset that we stole their thunder, so to speak. Another job. Had a sister request. Oh, sorry, another request from our sister guild in Gridania. We've unlocked the party finder. Something I've rarely made use of. I did for a while. When I used to have to look for the pool of tribute and emanation extreme parties, like groups to do them to farm the gear. But that was months ago now. 6-9 months ago at least. So we could speak to Betaron again. He would probably ask us to go over to Gridania once more. But we will speak to the two Mikote here and see what they have to say. Yes, I can see the image and I know what this is going to be about. Beauty is only scalp deep. Rumours of a dangerous madman about town have this individual ill at ease. The Slasher Fisherman's Bottom. That's a title. Brandishes blades so long and sharp that it could gut a whale. So we'll be speaking to you in just a moment. Let's find this Slasher, shall we? This day marks the arrival of the world-renowned aesthetician in Limsa. I see. Is that to me, Serenity? How far have I gotten into Final Fantasy XIV? Oh, he's missing his tools. Speak to the armorer and blacksmiths, to the carpenters and the alchemists. Oh, bloody hell, we have to go to all 3 different cities again? Yeah, Serenity, I got through the opening of Stormblood with the whole events of Alamigo without actually saying anything to maybe spoil it if anyone hasn't actually played the game and seen the storyline, but I know there's been versions 4.2 and 4.3 just was released, which has probably furthered the main scenario storyline, and I don't know what happens there. 4.1 I think is as far as I got with the events of Alamigo. Do we really want to head over? Yeah, I guess we could. Like, we're not going to continue the main storyline, but we can quickly pop over to the Carpenter's Guild and the Alchemist's Guild in Uldar. That won't take us too long. Yeah, I really like the Stormblood storyline. In fact, I've really enjoyed a lot of the storyline. There is parts which I suppose you could consider filler, but all in all, it really kept my interest. Yeah, there was a bit of Heaven's Ward, the first expansion, that felt like a bit like filler, but as I say, it was really fun all the same. Part of the reason why I'm playing this now is because I was so used to, when I thought it wasn't so entertaining, skipping the cutscenes. So I've kind of come back and started again, just so I can experience it all again. Okay, so we need to head over to Gridania and Uldar. You know what, we'll just use the teleport. We have the Gil, let's not worry about it. We'll keep the Aetheryte tickets for now. Again, later on, the teleport costs will be higher. Right, the Alchemist's Guild. Okay, and over to the Carpenter's Guild. Ah, while we're here, we probably should look to see if there's any new quests. Ah, well, we'll be back in Ulder at some point. Let's see, we have the Carpenter's Guild here. Saw that one coming. Now, I'm trying to remember if that's the beginning of a certain quest chain. It's been a while. Before we head over to the Carpenter's Guild, I'm just going to check out Old Gridania. Interesting fashion. I get distracted. No worries, I hope work goes well for you. I'll be ending the stream fairly shortly as well. I have work, unfortunately, in the morning. Ah, do we need to speak to you? Awesome. Okay, back to Limsa Lominsa. And up to the Aft Castle once again. A sealed parcel that, from the sound of it, houses a metallic implement of some sort. A parcel containing a piece of woodwork, and a parcel containing assorted phials of fairy-coloured liquids. There you go. He is eccentric. I like him nonetheless. Oh dear. Why are you looking at me like that? So now we can use the crystal bell in our inn rooms and beckon him to give us a new hairstyle and be born anew, according to him. And we've gained Jandalane's token. A note of promise received from Jandalane can be redeemed for a single visit from the aesthetician. Any other time you have to pay, I think, a small amount of gil if you want to have your hairstyle changed. But he'll do it once for free. You have befriended Jandalane. By using the crystal bell found in the inn room, you can call upon the services of the flamboyant aesthetician. Okay. One more thing to do here, I believe. And that is see what this Mikote desires of us. Rising to the challenge. She is ill-pleased with the carelessness of the wench's customers. Okay, so someone misplaced a journal, a Swavi Rogadan. Okay. Let's have a look at this journal, shall we? An impressively bound journal, unceremoniously forgotten under a table at a drowning wrench. Okay, so this Rogue Garden is on his way to Aleport. But he may not have made it there just yet. We can get ourselves over to the Fisherman's Guild. That should hopefully allow us to catch up with him. Record of his numerous adventures. Quite the inspiring read, apparently. Okay, you've given me basically a diary to write in. We'll take some more potions, even though they only really give us at maximum 160 points of health nowadays, which isn't a great deal. You have now access to the challenge log, which will serve as a record of your adventuring exploits. The challenge log? That sounds familiar, but I can't recall. The challenge log contains a list of adventuring objectives across a wide range of categories. Completing any one of these objectives will... Oh, yes! Really? I haven't had access to the challenge log all this time? Bloody hell. Where is that again? Logs. So yeah, you've got a hunting log, but then you have the challenge log as well. Where if you... I think it resets every week. But like, yeah, complete 3 dungeons using the duty roulette will get you some experience and some gil. Completing so many guild heists. We have fates as well. Complete... Receive the highest rating possible in fates in 5 different regions. Obviously, levy quests. Disciples or disciplines of the hand is crafting, and disciplines of the land is gathering. Let's see, we haven't got some of these unlocked yet, like the PvP, treasure hunting, the Beast Tribe quests. We haven't joined a Grand Company. Obviously, if we vote 5 times in the player commendation, we'll actually gain some experience and some gold. And we have overall completion, which will actually get us a lot of gil. So completing any of these challenges 5, 10 and 15 times nets us 10,000 gil each, which is awesome. Okay, I'm glad I spoke to him. Now, I don't think there's anyone else we need to speak to here. But we'll get ourselves back up to... Oh, wait a minute. Get rid of you as well. Get ourselves back up to the Drowning Wench, and I think we'll call an end to the stream here. As I say, it's getting close to midnight. I do have work tomorrow morning, unfortunately. And when we come back, we need to speak to Beta Run at the Drowned Wench, and I think he's going to be sending us over to... Let me get this right. Over to Gridania, and there's going to be another dungeon for us to run, and we'll learn about the circumstances that are plaguing the Twin Adders and the Adventurers Guild there. But yeah, we'll pause ourselves here. I say I hope you enjoy playing as your Lalafell Serenity and your time there in Uldar. And yeah, I'll likely stream maybe tomorrow, depending how I feel in the evening, once I finish work and once I've had something for tea. And we'll just continue the main scenario, do a few more dungeons, and see what trouble we can get ourselves into. We are going to have to pop into Gridania and Uldar to see if there's similar quests like that unlock new like key items and such, but we'll do a bit of exploration. But yeah, this has been AnthWolf. As I say, thank you for anyone who's been watching on the stream, and if anyone's watching this on YouTube, feel free to comment below. And I'll see you for even more for next time. Until then, though, bye-bye now.